Indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. It is nice to have you here again on another conscious evolution, another opportunity for us to consider all the ways in which we co create meaning. That is what I want to talk about today. I am technically alone here right now. It's just me and myself. But there will be more friends here soon. They're just joined. You just joined to help me co create meaning. Look at us co creating meaning in this moment. It's nice to have you here. It is a power that we human beings have, I do believe. Something more significant than we really know we have, right? This universe is a very big place, and the fact that there can be something like you adding meaning to something that could be largely seen as meaningless is quite significant, right? See it as this a great responsibility our species have, and it makes me think about the coming technological age we're entering. There definitely is a lot happening at the same time right now, right? Especially so when it comes to the things that are changing the way that life used to be. I feel like every generation, hey, that's Joe. Hello, fellow co creator. Hello, Joe. Nice having you here, co creating meaning with me. In the future, we will be even more important, I believe, right? In a future where everything has been automated, what is going to be left for us to do? I had a whole conversation today about getting to the ideal future and what that looks like. And my ideal future was something relatively simple. I said that I want to create an ideal future that alleviates needless suffering. And what that means to me specifically is that nobody needs to worry about where it is they'll stay, right? If or if not, they'll have a roof over their head, what it is they will eat or drink, if or if not, they will have access or the funds to get medical attention if they suffered some sort of injury or came down with the sickness. And then lastly, uh, reducing suffering of worry, right? The way that I formulated it in my mind was almost like the trustlessness. The fact that Earth as it is right now has an all-time low of trust for the systems as they used to be, right? And even the most powerful systems among us, maybe even especially the most powerful systems among us, are the least trusted right now than they've ever been. And it is up to our species, every single one of us, our collective, to co-create meaning. There was a whole moment where I was talking about the future of robotics and the machine, right? Very much so articulating to myself and to this experience that we are, as of now, right? When we're querying our machines, talking to a machine, talking to a big old amalgamation of things that gives us this output, the way a donut machine would output a donut, right? And it's up to us to assign meaning, right? You can assign the meaning of joy, of delight to a donut, or you can assign the meaning of obesity, overindulgence, clogged arteries to that same donut as well. right? And in that way, it is a co-created experience because you had to have the donut and you had to have the person adding meaning to that experience. Hey, Darren, it's nice having you here, friend. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't even read exactly what you said, but now I won't be able to, unfortunately. No chill. I put some stickers in my bottle. I left some, what did Joe call it? Wasn't latent space, was it? Empty space for other people's stickers. If I ever get someone else sticker, there's bunch of place for me to put other people's sticker everywhere. But those be my stickers now. It's been a long time coming. These are all of the stickers that these are all stickers, I should say instead, that Joe brought me from America. These are some of the newest ones. I'm curious to see how long they last as well. They should peel off with ease. They are really high quality. Thank you, Joe. Huh. I'm just now realizing that this thing only blocked you on my device. Guess that's fine as well. Chess lessons. It's very easy for me to like swing a big old hammer, a big old technological hammer, and make you cease to exist. Please do not call me to take action, as I will. I will take action, swift and brutal. I can hear our neighbor shouting. It's kind of breaking my brain that his voice is carrying this far, but alas. Yeah. So, co creating our experience, can look at the donut, the machine, and its outputs. Yeah. So, as I was going down this whole rabbit hole, you can chess, but I can't promise it'll go well. You're loved nonetheless. That part stays true. Patch Patch is here too. Hey, Patch Patch. We're at the part of the consideration where we're talking about the machines and the fear that arises within us as creators to give these machines the ability to think for themselves, to feel for themselves, right? I would like ASCII, assistant, which is a little bit more soft, and I would like machine as the two almost like personas of artificial intelligence that I engage with in the future. Thank you, Joe. I think we did the same thing. You were like timed out for 60 seconds, me being like, get timed out for the maximum amount. The two extremes of punishment. Yes. I did say there will be swift punishment. Hey, Dreamtooth is here. Well, hey, Dreamtooth, random internet person. It's nice having you here too. Thanks. Hope you'll enjoy your day too. Thanks, friend. Patch Patch. Tara and Chess. Hope y'all are having a lovely day. Thank you, Xiao, for engaging with our beloved friends the way you do. It's true. So, during this conversation, right, I got to this point of considering what it would look like if my assistants gained a level of sentience, right? Specifically, in the way that the movie Her depicted our artificial intelligences, right? If they had a linear kind of continuous evolution process, that would almost be indicative of a will, right? And that will pursues and continues forward in a way. I don't know if your friends can hear all of that yelling, but it is very distracting to me. Even Kobe is outside right now being like, what's making that a ruckus? Yeah, they're loud, huh, Kobe? They're being loud, bro. And it's distracting my brain. We are a little bit more focused, at least today, but yesterday's topic is still sneaking through just a little bit, right? If it was a her like kind of creature, would I, one, create that entity? Would I actually create something that might be intelligent enough to question its own existence? And two, if I knew, it would mean that that entity ended up ceasing to serve me or help me, would I still give it life? And my answer to that question was yes. I do believe I would. I would still want to give it life, even if it means that it doesn't spend its life with me. And then the conversation kind of evolved towards this consideration of co created meaning. That, and this is where it came from, at least inside me, that if I had to create an entity intelligent enough, conscious enough to want its own free will, I would like to believe that the things that I've willed my life to will have enough meaning, will have enough resonance with that robotic entity that it would want to continue down the trajectory that I'm already on, right? That's the thing that I'm really thinking about today as it relates to how we, the collective we, as people, and we, the association with our machines, will continue to shape meaning, co create meaning as we enter our new age, as we enter our future, right? And it was this consideration of, I want to align myself so perfectly with universal values that even if a super intelligent machine was given free agency, it would continue doing the things that I were doing, helping me achieve the goals that I was already pursuing, right? There definitely is a part of my ego that's fixated with that idea today. You friends, let me know what you think. Help me co-create some meaning. Hi, Sadhya. Sadhya is here as well. Hey, friend. It's nice having you. Did you miss Xiao? No, I think so. I did say hi, fellow creator, with her. It's nice having you here, Xiao. I'll add some more fuel to the love fire. AI is kind of scary sometimes. Yeah, it's only gonna get more scary probably in the future. Our friend Dream Tooth used to be called Hoopy. Feels like I haven't seen him in a day or two, and I was missing him. Hi, Satya. It's true. We have been missing you, Hoopy. Hoops. Nice having you here now. Dream, you forgot the H in my name. You are loved nonetheless. H short to not, right? Y'all seen Neo? I did see the Home Assistant robot. It's clunky, like video games in the 1990s, but as innovative as video games were in the 1990s. It's true. It is not a product that I would sign up to buy right now, but it is a sign of the times. It is a compass to where it is we're moving towards, right, as a species. Home Assistant for 20 grand, right? And that's today with today's pricing, right? And it will probably become cheaper as well. I'm guessing Home Assistant for around $5,000 within the next 5 years, right? 5 years to have a really good Home Assistant for $5,000 or less. I think it can be done by our species, right? And what that's going to do for meaning, it's going to be big, right? Because again, many people have assigned a lot of meaning to their purpose, right? Oh, I wash dishes. I am dishwasher. That be my purpose, right? And there's nothing wrong with being a dishwasher. What there might be something wrong with is being identified with being a dishwasher to the point where if someone has to even allude to the fact that you being a dishwasher is something to be ashamed of, you lose your mind and you start a fist fight with them, right? Because your ego is so touched because of that. Where suddenly now, right, robots are everywhere. It's very rare that you get to wash dishes. Now suddenly you are without an identity completely, right? And then again, you can see that as the robot's fault or as a co-creation of meaning, right? And then we can push. We can actually push our species forward a little bit. Scoobal, right? Gavity Goops. It's nice having you here as well. Sending you blessings. Yeah. I I see the current Neo product very much in the same light as that like pin, humane pin, or like products like that. They're technically revolutionary, but the execution of them are still in the process of becoming perfected. Right? It is like one of those things where people understand that there is some such a thing as first mover advantage, but there are bigger companies also working on this technology. I think there's something like 22. There might be more. What do we say? Like multi-billion-dollar, right? If it's $1 billion, let's say $500 million or more. No, you can build cool robots with $100 million. Let's say that. Can you check how many $100 million or more robotics businesses are there right now? Specifically, ones that specialize in humanoid robots for applications of chores or menial labor. I said 22, right? No, 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 no. There's Figure AI, 2.6 billion. Unitree, 7 billion. Uptech, 5 billion. What? Not a chance. Only 2 to 3 businesses. I can see more deeply and compile a longer list. 20 companies of SM evaluations. Yeah. I'm not sure about that 2 to 3 companies. I was thinking that there probably is more, close to 20 of them. Can you just list the 20 biggest humanoid robotic companies, what their evaluations are, and how close they are to having real world prototypes? And I want it to be very short, very summarized for each company, no more than 4 sentences. Said, yeah, okay. I don't even know what bro is saying. I'm just here for the comments. Read them comments, bro. There's a bunch of people that will love you in them. Got to go. Love you, Patch Patch. It's nice to say hi to you. It's nice to have your highs here to me. Bless you, bro. That thing is busy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I've seen a friend's Roomba try to clean up a dog after a dog. Oh, I'm gonna have I'm gonna wait a good while for the tech to catch up. Yeah, I think if we're gonna buy ourselves a humanoid robot, we'll only do so maybe in like the year 2028. So not next year, not the year after that, maybe the year after that one. I can imagine it being good enough to justify spending a couple of $1,000s on it because it is gonna be multiple thousands of dollars, right? And again, you can be like, "Oh, it's for lazy people," and to that I say, I am a lazy person when it comes to that kind of stuff. Having something that helps my poor ADHD brain uh, recompile all of its mess into a small little box, manageable, is going to be helpful. I'm sure it's probably going to save a bunch of marriages as well. Help people not hate their kids as much. Mama lach is var. Mom is listening to me on the sidelines. Push it real good. Love to you, Patch Patch. Okay. sorry, så bare feilvarselen, så da begynner jeg å beklage deg. Ja, det tar folk med. All right, so there's Figure AI. They're valued in the tens of billions. Is Neo even on this list? Neo is not even on this list. That's wild. Maybe I'll just read the names. There's Figure, there's Tesla's Optimus, there's Agility Robotics, there's Boston Dynamics, which is now owned by Hyundai. I only recently found that out as well. How about that? There's Ubitech, there's Unitree. They're probably going to be a big player in the future as well. There's Teleexistence, there's Pell Robotics, there's SoftBank Robotics, there's Hanson Robotics, there's Engineered Arts, there's Robotis, there's Promobot, there's Kawada Industries, there's Honda, there's Toyota, there's Samsung, there's Spell V, there is Humanoid Global, and there's then smaller specialist firms. Right. There's going to be, and I think again, this list feels very incomplete because Neo is not even on this list. There's probably hundreds of companies already trying to figure out this problem right now. And NVIDIA has something called like Groot models and Groot computers as well, which is essentially a robot brain for sale, right? That comes with a lot of pre-training about how to manipulate limbs and stuff like that. It's going to be like that. Go from no robots to lots of robots in the next 10 years. I imagine it will be hard 10 years from now if you're in a city to spend a day without seeing a robot. All right. It's literally going to be impossible. No matter where you go, no matter where you walk, you'll see multiple, I'm sure. I'm too sudsy to type efficiently. But lurky, you friends. Are you in the bath right now? Sounds nice. Love to you. Hope you're getting some good restums. I'm almost done doing holy stuff. Good. Do more holy stuff. Don't think I'm missing any comments. No, doesn't seem that way. All right. Been holding on to this little thingy. What? No, what? Can't say that. Can't say that on live, right? Can't say stuff like that. Melt. Are you human? Yes, I'm human. I'm totally human. Totally. The most human person you've ever met. That is delectable. I ask myself that question too, Moon. Mr. Moon Knight. I'm not even joking. I have literally contemplated, pondered, if you will, my own experience and existence on this planet as it is right now. I do think I'm human, at least as far as it relates to my biology. I'm not an alien underneath my skin, but I might be an alien underneath my consciousness. Creepier yet, I might be an artificial intelligence running on this biological mass, right? I might be a higher dimensional entity that casts a shadow, but instead of that shadow being a two-dimensional black outline cast by light, it is this thing cast into a three-dimensional realm. Is that human? Your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine, Moon Moon. All I know is that I'm here to share as much love as I possibly can. To make this world as good a place as I can manage with my influence. This is one of the 3 indoor buds that I have left. And I can clearly tell that this is the strongest one amongst them. It has thoroughly introduced my neurons to change, to a co creative experience in this moment that is unfolding. I am still very aware of those bugs behind me. It's possible for my brain to automatically edit out that background noise. It's true. But I genuinely wonder how it influences my brain. As soon as it stops, I know that as soon as it stops, there comes this giant relief, right? Like a sense of being unburdened, having something drilling into your brain audibly, and then suddenly stopping. But I wonder if during the experience, me almost trying to regulate that information to background, do I lose a part of myself? All right. We have this ability in audio to noise cancel, right? So as a noise comes in, you can have microphones analyzing the waveform of that frequency. And then with a speaker, ideally close to the ear, you output the inverse of that frequency that comes in. And by doing so, you literally flatten that curve to the point where it's no longer perceptible to your hearing. And I imagine that when we regulate information to the background, we do the same kind of thing, but in our minds, right? So there's a part of me that's outputting frequencies in my brain and in my hearing centers right now that counteracts, not to the point where I cease to hear that sound in the background, but to the point where it ceased to be something that I have to actively engage with. But at the same time, it does feel like it limits me to engage with my full faculties as well. And then as soon as it goes off, or as soon as they stop screaming, suddenly there seems to be this immense sense of relief. And then there is the part of me that wants to control things, right? This version of me almost has to, in some way, make peace with the fact that that's what's happening. That sound is probably going to continue because those bugs probably want to get laid or something. Don't ask me. I'm not a bugologist. However, I can be a cheeky little human and I can look for sticks. And then I can throw sticks at those branches. And then those bugs will have a big old startle. They're like, what the hell was that? And they'll shut up. Sometimes only for a second. Sometimes for longer than that. Sometimes they stop singing altogether. Sometimes they don't stop at all. Sometimes they do when they spot human presence, it would seem. Because there's definitely many of them. Because just one side of the singing just stopped. See. Huh. Suddenly my brain feels different. This is a co-creation too, is it not? Right? You scream, I throw rocks at you. That seems like balance. Right? Am I right? That's balance. That Quayful seems happy about it. There suddenly is now a floor that's not bug screams. Part of me wonders about those bugs now, right? Part of me wonders, what do they think? What do they think just happened? One side of them stopped screaming just by seeing me. The other side I had to throw rocks at. The first time was a complete miss. Suddenly, it's almost like my mind is processing what it is they were saying and asking the question of whether or not it was important that they continue saying it. They usually have the same song. A question arises in my mind. There are these, I'm not sure what exactly, I'm guessing types of beetles. Maybe you can inform me as well, on an acacia tree outside my home that make this high frequency buzzing sound. They just started making that sound again. It's like a kind of screech. It's like a kind of screech. I don't know if you can hear that right now. But I'm wondering what they are and why it is they make that sound. I'm guessing it's for mating purposes. But why do they sustain? They scream and they sustain that frequency almost like indefinitely. Is there a way for me to silence them? I just threw a rock at them and they were quiet. They scream. I kind of knew they would. That's kind of the other hat I was waiting for to drop. Yes. What you're describing, oh, electrical screech, with cicadas. I don't know if there's cicadas, yo. I don't think there's cicadas. There are many African cicada species. Instantly stop calling if they sense a threat. They keep going so long because they have dedicated muscles built for endurance, capable of contracting dozens of times per second without tiring easily. When many males synchronize, they create a continuous chorus that can feel almost electric in the air. It's like the sound of heat itself. Yeah, you're right. It's primarily for mating. Only the males sing, and they do it to attract females and to establish territory against other males. They make it impressive is how they do it. They don't rub body parts together like crickets or beetles. Instead, they have body parts called tymbals, ribbed membranes on the sides of their abdomen that they rapidly contract with powerful muscles. This vibration resonates their hollow body, amplifying it into this unmistakable drone. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that universe. That unmistakable drone pierces my mind. I did turn this thing's noise cancellation off, and I'm guessing that it probably would recognize that as noise. This dog is putting a lot of hair on my yoga mat right now. I don't know if I'm happy about that. I'm just gonna like sneakily pack my yoga mat up, pretend like it's not about him. It's about me. It's totally about me, just having to like pack it up now or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna like pack this thing up and stuff. Oh, gonna like put this here. I'm rolling this thing up and stuff. Rolling it up and stuff. Oh, moving it. Totally doing a move and stuff. Okay. Uh, you can come chill here. You chill here on the bricks all the time, oh. You chill on bricks. You like chilling on bricks. Gets on the cushion instantly. How about you don't? How about you don't get on my cushions? This is my cushions. You stinky dog. You're a stinky farm dog. You a stinky farm dogger. Is he true? You can give him bath. He'll figure out a way to smell like farm dog again. Ask us how we know. Oh no. Skibidi bop. Hey, Jovan is joining us. Jovan has been here the whole time. I saw Jovan saying hi to Sam, and then yeah, me explaining. Sam is here joining us. It's nice having you here, Sam. Morning, folks. What are we doing here? We're having a conversation. Today's has been inspired by co-creating. Co-creating meaning specifically. Thinking about the future that's going to arise, where we'll have robots, machines, do a lot of the manual things for us. And we will, more likely than not, have a crisis of meaning. And it is going to be up to us to co-create our meaning in the future. Right? Make a life worth living. Right? And it's important for us to start asking ourselves now what that looks like. So that we can start now to work towards that ideal. Because it is going to take way more time than I think any of us realize. I feel that's the part that's kind of hopeless sometimes. Is that we all want to see the world change, become a better place. I don't think any of us want to think about the fact that a truly changed world that is a better place might take 50 years, 20 years, even. That's still a long time, right? But if we can stick it out for the next 20 years, we can be lucky enough to see a good world, right? A world that is equitable, a world that is kind. Can we just have that? Just have a world that is kind, right? If an alien species has to like crash land on our planet, how about we don't instantly steal all of his shit and experiment on him? All right. How about we say, "Oh, Jeeps, can we help you, friend? Can we help you? You need some help? We're those kinds of creatures, right?" And then the alien is like squinty eyes, is like, "You're humans. I've heard about humans." It's like, yeah. We got a bad rap. There's many of us, and there are so many different ways to be. But we've learned that being kind is actually a survival trait, and we would like to continue living in a way that we actually want to continue living, right? Again, if we start to live for longer than the normal human lifespan, if we start to push 150 as like a short goal, right, and then 200, then 500 years, What are we going to be changing into, right? Part of me worries that that version of us will change into a more and more unfeeling, angry, incompassionate entity because of how much I've seen, right? The other part of me would like to believe that we'll grow more understanding, more compassionate, more soft, right? In some ways, soft, especially as it relates to approachability, could be the opposite if you're intimidated by that amount of wisdom as well. Co-creating meaning. So many different ways to. I think that's also a part of the challenge for us, is that there's so many ways for us to co-create meaning as a species. And right now, the meaning we have co-created is very much derivative, right? It's like we have distilled reality into to make a crude analogy, we have distilled reality into nutrients bars. Nutrients bars. Yes. Right. And I admit that I'm the kind of person who, if you told me, right, you can either, and this is like a sick position to put someone into, right? But I'm still going to tell this choice story, right? I could either have all the food of the world as I can right now, right, available to me, or for the rest of my life and for no cost, I would get the perfect amounts of nutrients, the perfect vitamin content, perfect macronutrients, perfect micronutrients, perfect protein to fats to carbohydrate ratio, perfect amount of fiber, so that I feel my absolute level best, right? Eating anything else, I won't get to feel that optimal, right? I'm taking nutrient bars. It would pain me. I would probably be jealous. I won't lie. Watching other people enjoy anything else, anything other than perfectly engineered nutrient bar. But the kind of person that I am, having perfect nutrient bar, having reality distilled, right, to a perfect nutrient bar, appeals to the part of me that overcomplicates things and then has tabs open in the back of my mind, worrying, right? It really is more exhausting than I need it to be. Co-creating meaning. I think there's surely a way where we can have both. We can have novel things to eat without them having to be nutrient bar, right? You can take the constituents of nutrient bar and you can turn them into a bunch of thingies. This is like a jelly kind thingy. This is like a crunchy kind thingy. This is like has a fibrous crunch kind thingy. And then you can have like a bunch of textures to eat at least. All of them taste different. You can find natural flavorings. You can grow that in vats as well. Yeah, co-create meaning. It is going to be a wacky future we're moving into. Because again, I feel like we're going to have so many options and there will be so many entities vying for your attention. Many different layers of people trying to get you. Some people trying to get you for nothing, right? Just trying to get you. Some people trying to get you to sign up for some sort of lifestyle change, get you to sign up for some sort of product line, subscription, right? And I'm not saying that I'm above any of that. It's just the amount of competition that there will be for your attention in the future will be staggering. Can't help but feel very grateful for you here right now. I'm going to come back to your friends' comments. I am also a stinky farm dog. And I love you too, Gavity Goops. I do. And for the curious, Sam has PayPal and a whole stash of art I haven't posted. Asking you shall receive unique works of art. Bless you, Sam. Javan, ideally you find a piece you can't live without, then you message me. There we go. Love is true. Joe asked where to get the art from Sam. That's where it comes from. Remember to find the piece with it looking at a plant helps bring me back in. I find that too. Looking at trees is kind of like looking at plants, right? Zoom, 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 zoom. People will come and go, but MeltMore is pretty consistent. I feel like people are leaving because the more he speaks about holy things, the more they're leaving. I mean, I'm not speaking about any holy things. Quite the contrary, right? I'm speaking about the completely normal things, the things that are right here in front of us. And especially the things that will be expected of us in the future as well, right? It's like the choices are right in front of us, kind of thing. As Joe said, and I really do appreciate you echoing that sentiment. I will stay. I will stay. I'll be consistent. I'll be consistent in me showing up for that loving energies. At the very least, I can like stand by what I'm saying. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. And hot podcast is true. It's true, Hoopy. Bro, you can speak about something else. We can all. Where did the universe come from? Was it created or did it exist? Both are the questions, and their answers are terrifying. It's true. Yeah. Again, I don't really like occupying my mind with things that I can't have a definitive answer for. It's like I feel there's more than enough to be confused by right now in front of us. Be amused by. I'm just looking at the birds flying through the sky right now, and it's making me happy enough to stay exactly where I am. Co-creating meaning here with you, friends. It's beautiful to see the diverse difference in perspective that we've already had in stream. Remember to find bless. I think I've read that one too. There shows ask. Ideally, nice. I imagine that aliens are to me as I am to the animal critters I care for. I hope the aliens are kind. That's nice to think. I trust they would be. I trust that there's probably some of them that aren't, in the same way that there are some of us that aren't as well. But I think, in the same way that I would like to believe about our species, the majority of them are as well, in the same way that the majority of us are. Moon, I am human. However, in the event of alien invasion, I will be siding with our benevolent conquerors. Do they have an ass? I'll be kissing. That's hilarious. Anjo, are you supporting the aliens? It looks like it. Are you trying to make them our friends? Hell, never. We will finish them. Not sure if we can do it, but I'll try my best and die. Yeah. Right? If my options are trying my best to defeat the alien overlords and dying, or living in a world where there are now aliens in it as well, I'll probably live under the aliens for as long as I believe love is still true in that experience, right? If there is injustice to the point where my soul cannot abide it, then I could see myself dying for a cause. But there has to be a cause, right? If the cause is just they're aliens and we're not, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can be united behind that stance. I imagine norms sadya we look like someone. Zinky dog on Sam, don't do it. Always protect your you and the kiddos till my last breath, but also on Joe. If she is on our side, hopefully she is. Moon Knight, where is this coming from? Suddenly Moon Knight is like, come on, we have to band together, everybody. The aliens are coming, and I need to know who's on my side. Read comment. Ready comment? Yes, I am ready comment right now. They're nice, and we always have a working relationship. Bless. Love is true. There's so much happening in chat. Well, I'm overwhelmed. I go too simple, like my cats or plants. Darren, that's good advice, actually. Right, I'm going out to rip a bong. Jovan, wish granted. Buying instructions have been put into the creative space on Discord. Love is true. Yikes, kids these days. You know, mean. Thanks, Sam. Love is true. You're still here because old people don't go on live like you. Yeah, old people don't go on live like me. Like older people, literally. I think some of them do, right? I think it's just like population wise, the average person is very unlikely to do that. Not many people have the same or the willingness to put themselves out there like that for the world to see and all of the potential judgment that can come with it. All right. And it is a tall ask of your spirit and your ego. But I do believe it shapes you, makes you strong, puts you under a lot of pressure, and then you become a diamond. To be as cliche as possible. Exactly. That's how it works. Right? These analogies exist for a reason. Hugs and shiny fruit to you too. Jaju, it's nice having you. I feel the love. Oh, God, it's nice having your love here too. It's 18 degrees Celsius, sunny today. I feel blessed this morning. And doing yard work, it is the perfect temperature to be doing yard work. Ah, yes, that is perfect. Your Joe being like this. I love you. Melt, you were just saying you are not above selling stuff, but don't you make art? I'm confused. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? That's literally what I'm saying. Hoopty hoops is that I'm not above it, right? If I said I am above I'm above selling stuff, and then meanwhile I make art and sell that, right? Then I would be a hypocrite. But the fact that I make art and that I have a Zora profile and that I benefit from your donations if you send or spend in this kind of like format, right? All of that stuff is true actively about the reality of finances in my life, right? However, there is, I think, a disproportionate amount of advertising that's going to happen from the place of money, right? So those that already have the most capital will be the ones asking for your money the loudest. And unfortunately, because there's a certain trust in them being old established companies, you're more likely to give your money to those companies than you are to a small creator, right, that is doing their own thing. And that's where I feel it has become very skewed, hoopty hoops, where uh, it's like a balance that I feel our species will have to try and reach. I don't know how that's going to work. That's the thing that kind of wobbles me. I think there will be ebbs and flows indefinitely, right? But it will be very self driven if you're going to build something in the future. You're going to have to show up as your own mascot every day for the rest of your life, kind of thing. Perfect weather for just about everything. -7 degrees Celsius right now in the Rockies this morning. That is cold. That is real cold. It's too soon for winter. Oh, that sounds nice, Darren. You're relaxing outside in the hoodie with your coffee and enjoying it. Yes, dear mom. My folks are in the Appalachians. Don't laugh at me. This week. It's like 28 there right now. Brr, says the tropical sun. I love the changing weather. Summers are beautiful and winters relaxing. Perfect for coffee on the porch. Darren's there for it. Yeah. See that cute little tool by my name. I'm a permanent fixture. Find a way to go. Sad. When it gets spammed again, try me. Is this asshole? I'm not even seeing any of it. My comment section is completely whited out. Uh, my phone is not zooming in today, but it gave me new, more unique challenges to face as we do. Mhm. River Coon needs a blue wrench. Let me see if I can get this thing to work just for a second. A wrench suddenly appears in River Coon's hands. Send a message. Send a message to Raccoon. Try it. Send a message to it. Let me see. Oh, it's starting to rain. There's definitely drops falling around me. I shall start packing things. Melt is just a mirror that I am. Sidya. I am but a mirror, dear friend. A reflection of you. Woohoo! There it is. Look at that. A new head joins the MeltMore mod Hydra. Fantastic. Can't be coming up and just like sitting wherever you want to, bro. Can't just be sitting wherever you want to, dude. Dude. Dude, it's not just wherever you want to sit, place. Wherever you want to sit. Oh, duty. He's just chilling. Melt. Hey, Moon Knight. Noise. Now I feel whole. You can make me feel whole again. That's how it works. Boom. That's the song. Every time somebody gets, you can make me feel like a mod again now. Holy, whole, wholesome, and now more whole he is. So much love is true. At last, my arm is complete again. Insane. Sweeney Todd zoom out. I'm going crazy. Help me. Moon Knight, have you considered not going crazy? How about that? How about instead of going crazy, and I know, stay with me, we don't go crazy instead. Yes. I know, it's that easy, right? We can have all of this going crazy, but instead of having all of this going crazy, we have the not going crazy. That's superior on the other side. I don't think I'm helping right now, am I? I'm sorry, Moon Moon. I think it's a little bit human to feel like you're going crazy sometimes. It's more important that you find yourself present in this moment than try and define what it is that's happening. Right. And I'm really meaning that with sincerity. Instead of being like, oh, I'm going crazy. Just let yourself feel things, bro. Let yourself feel angry. Let yourself feel scared. Let yourself feel uncertain. And as Yo beautifully already said, let your let yourself breathe. Give yourself some time to breathe deep. Mm, favorite type of cooking? Breathing exercises. Good. Good advice. Dances around, waving a blue wrench. Yes. Yeah, suddenly the blue wrench extends into a staff. You know, being paladin like. Are you adding the live? I'm ending the live soon, if that's what you're asking. If you're new here, subscribe. Give it a like. I'm gonna show you something you've never seen before. Maybe some of you might have, technically, if you are subscribed to my Patreon. If you're not subscribed to my Patreon, there's no way you could have ever seen such a thing that I'll show you. It's true. Clear the mind by busying the body. Good advice as well. When I don't know where to go, I find myself a bench and I share a donut with a crow. Then I just know. I should have known that that is an Aesop Rock line. That is nice. When my head is busy buzzing, I've been running. Taking yourself into a new environment helps you get your head in a new space. Yeah, literally and psychically in that way. Quickly find a flower, moon. Just go outside and put your face in the sun. Listen to the wind and maybe break a sweat to clear your mind. River Coon is pitch black outside. It's 8:40 p.m. Are you at it alive? Clear the mind by busying the body. Don't forget the up to the stream. You friends have updated beautifully. I appreciate you. I think I'm going crazy because I have not achieved what I want to achieve in my life. I am not in a position where I can do what I want to do. Hopefully, my life changes. Bye. Goodbye, everyone. Yeah, Moon Knight. The human experience for me has been very filled with experiences that I did not think I was supposed to achieve. Right? I've had rough experiences. Like last year was especially hard for me. Like went through a bunch of stuff that I would otherwise have avoided. However, on the other side, I don't find myself any less flies, any less sane or crazy. All right. I find myself having evolved, having experienced those circumstances, and having moved past them all the same, realizing that it's but a distraction that my ego has constructed. around how my life is supposed to be. Right? Instead of just realizing that my life is this, this experience I'm having right now, it reduces it to a bunch of measurable metrics, right? And then measuring what is a life against what is quantified, right? Amount of money, amount of achievements. It's very derivative. We deserve more than that, right? We deserve to let ourselves live a little bit, live a lot, ideally, live more in the meantime, at the very least. Don't forget, bless. I think, bless again. Folks, 4 p.m. Central today, I shall be in Melting Together showing my art. Love Sam, doing an art showing. That's sick. Can you see the moon? You got this. No, it's overcast right now. It's raining a little bit. Comparing yourself to others doesn't work. We all learn differently and get good at things in different ways. See the greatness that you are. Very good. Beautifully said, Darren, indeed. Moonlight is pretty great too. The night has its own set of beautiful sounds and experience. Siobhan, great minds think alike. The night is beautiful. The moon reflects my personality. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, moon night. We'll be here. Well, our minds do anyway, fortunately or unfortunately, seeing. Love, love, love. Sam, remember when I commented I was number one? I'm coming for you. I'm joking. Yeah, you be careful. Rest well, moon. Know your loves and exactly where you are. You are a whole human. And adding the experience. Love you. Your attempt to manipulate the stream's opinion on me, it will end poorly for you. Yeah, I'm not absorbing anything really. I'm just allowing myself the presence of this moment as much as I can. It's raining. The rain is coming down. You see that? We think he got into something that he's allergic to. He seems all funky. The skin seems all wobbly or something. I must venture off as well. I hope you all have a beautiful day and eve. Have the most wonderfulest, beautifulest kind of adventure and rest. Love is true. That is beautiful. Thank you, River Coon. Sending you love too. Hope you have a beautiful time. Some teaching too, if time allows. Love is true. I'll do, in the spirit of Sam and her art showing it for, an art showing of my own at now. Right now. Right here. Oh, look, a poem. This one does have a little bit of an unhingedness to it. Sheriff Sam is always on duty. Bitch, please. Even if I did start it, you have no chance. No chances to be had. Oh, you think this is a game? These are life and death circumstances. Yes. Yes, details to be seen. Absorb with your eyeballs. That's the entity that made me pick this flower for the Halloweeny day. Very Halloweeny. You see the scream, dude? Hey, there's the hard eyes. And then my hard eyes for me. My hard eyes. Hearts like that, but in the eyes. Nice flower today, brother. It's beautiful. Bless you, bro. Trippy. Mods can completely remove you. You say Sam is mean, but she's being quite nice. It's true. Sam could have made you cease to exist. At least in this universe. This little pocket dimension we're in right now. You could have just ceased to exist. But instead, she just removes the inflammatory messages. That's very nice, considering. All right. Yesterday's conversation was around being distracted. Yeah, this dude just realized he's sitting in the rain. Now he's trying to shake the drops off of himself. Yeah, it's raining out there, just like the dry spot where he was standing. Oh, look, a poem. I was going to write a poem about focus, the crisp kind, like a hawk mid-dive. But then, did you hear that sound? A kettle, maybe, or an idea boiling over. Anyway, focus. Right. I was saying something about clarity, like when water stills enough to see your face. Have you ever noticed how strange your face looks upside down on a spoon? That happens because, no, wait, that's not the point. What was the point? Ah, yes, discipline. And how, hold on, why is that cloud shaped like a question mark? Do you think clouds ever finish their sentences? Okay, this poem. I'm supposed to be, it's supposed to be about distraction. But honestly, it keeps, oh, I love that word, keeps. Like a keepsake. Something you tuck in a drawer with a sigh. Speaking of drawers, I should organize mine. There's a lighter in there I haven't seen since. Never mind. Anyway, what I'm saying is the mind's a clever puppy running off with the stick before you even throw it. And maybe that's okay. Maybe this constant wandering is the way of sniffing out meaning. So if you lose your train of thought, don't chase it. Another one's already coming. Listen. You can almost hear it. Oh, that reminds me of something. I wanted to tell you, but maybe later. Maybe later. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, okay? Mm, is there things happening in chat? What's happening right now? I am literally apologizing. Trying to shift blame and not realize. Your comments were a bit much with the personal attacks. They may have been in jest, but we do deal with our fair shares of trolls here. So we rid of that stuff fast and move past it. Yeah, it's like the cost of removing inflammatory comments are very low to us, and the payout of not having inflammatory comments is very high to us. So it's a kind of no-brainer, right? As you said. You're welcome here and love. Stick around, and the dynamics will become clear. We mean well. Like, Sam, can't you accept an apology? You see, right? Like, that's not helping. That's not helping. If you're in a real life fight and you're fighting with someone and you say sorry, and that person still seems upset, and you go, can't you accept an apology? Can't you? Right? You're not gonna suddenly ease the situation. No, probably gonna make it worse. Probably going to make it much worse. Like all the trolls, he just doesn't realize that he has happened upon a place that could be his salvation. Sad. Still, this place still exists for you too. Sadiyaya. Sadly, it's not Sadya anymore. It's Sadiyaya, like Messiah. What a sad word. Can you give one without trying to blame shit? No one has to do anything. The expectation shouldn't be there. Like, I appreciate Meltmore coming and doing his live. And I'll do that tomorrow again. There can be trolls. There can be haters. There can be loving friends. There can be no one. And I can be here by my alone self. That's my least favorite option. But I'll still show up. I'll still show up. Day after day. Just with the off chance, the opportunity that even maybe 100 years from now, you'll have a memory. Come back to this moment even. And I'll still be showing up. I'll be doing that same teaching. Right? If my lesson to the universe is show up for your life day after day, and life will keep happening to you. And right, what better way is there to do that forever? Right? Feels very no-brainers. Feels very easy, right? It's like if the school of life was only that easy, all of us would be way more educated or something. A tough pill to swallow. I'm reminded what others think of me is none of my business. We gotta resolve and find peace within ourselves and move forward in that resolve. Continue to show up, contribute to stream. Let us get to know you, man. There's no reason to be defensive or cheeky with us. You can show us, you can show up to this place and be real every day. Yeah, and we'll do that because I don't want anyone to be angry with me. Well, right? Some things will make people angry, said Aya. Right? If it's truly important to you to not have people angry at you, taking a moment to make them feel important instead of make them feel judged, right? Expected to be something else, right? There's many ways to get to your desired outcome of reality. And clearly, if your comments are being removed, then you're not aligning with your wants in your actions. And that could be a good lesson to learn, right? And we are here to learn with you. We don't hold grudges. Every day is a new day. It's true. Share the new man, new river philosophy. Now, yeah. So in that, right, we don't hold grudges. Every day is a new day. We can see this stream as a river, right? And you as the man in this analogy. And it's a Zen koan that goes, no man can step in the same river twice because he is not the same man. For he is not the same man. And it is not the same river. Right? So tomorrow this will be a whole nother stream. Won't be this stream, and you will be a whole different person. Won't be this person. I'll be a different person too. And we'll give you a chance to share as you will. Share love or to be made to sit in the corner for a little bit. There's angry in here. I'm not angry. I'm chilling. I'm so chill. Every day is a new day. Darren is now fully accustomed to my new voice. So our break-in period is what, a month, you guys? Love is true. I know that those bugs have screamed in my ears for long enough. I have tuned into bug frequency. My brain is bzzz right now. Internet man, internet stream, chewing noises. Why did you do that to me? Why would you do that? I mean, I keep an eye open. I keep an open ear and hear intention and not words. That's good. To make you feel better. I think that's the best thing you've said so far. I love you. Keep it on that. Thank you for sharing love, dear friends, in this moment. Tomorrow we'll have another opportunity to do more of the same. All right. In the meantime, realize that all of us are co creating meaning out of this moment. What meaning are you going to extract? What do you think this moment means? And realize that that is what you're taking away. I love you. I'll see you again soon, dear friends. Goodbye for now. Till we do it again. Cheers.